All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Victory Condition Gaming. My name is Doug. Tonight, we have our episode 3 of our Tiny Dungeon campaign. This was a stretch goal for the Tiny Dungeon Kickstarter in 2017. It is actually out in print now through Drive-Thru RPG, so you can buy it in print. So I put the link to that down in the description. So if you're interested in picking up Tiny Dungeon by Alan Barr, the one and only, there's no equal or...
It's not in print.
Just it's not in print?
Not yet.
I thought it was in print.
Yeah, I could
have sworn it was in print.
I know, now I'm all panicked and checking.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're watching this and it's not in print, it's going to be available in print shortly. So click the link.
It is not in print, no.
Okay, well, it will be shortly.
It will be tomorrow.
It will be tomorrow. Okay, then. Sorry, Alan. I didn't mean to move up your timeline too much. Hope that didn't destroy everything that you had scheduled.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's available in PDF. It's a really good PDF. You can get it in print eventually, at some point. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe next week. Maybe
it'll
whenever.
It'll be on Drive-Thru tomorrow and on our web store with dice and GM screens later next week.
Oh, nice. All right. Who wants to give the overview from last week? Let's see. I feel like I'm like the teacher.
No, I took notes last week, so I actually remember.
Okay.
We should have Amanda do it.
Yeah, we should definitely have Amanda do it.
I felt bad last time. I couldn't remember everything that happened, so this last time I took notes.
I'm sorry. Nice. Is Oberon sitting behind a town?
I am.
Let's click on Oberon over here for a second. Look at that.
This is the Ravenfell set from Fat Dragon Games. Paper craft. Build your own town.
Very nice.
The way I build them, they're solid, rock solid. You can throw these things around; they ain't gonna get damaged.
They are vaguely how I pictured the brewery that we inadvertently blew up.
There you go. Yeah, probably like
light one on fire later.
Speaking of which, I want to tell everybody that I got the prototype of the Shalike mini that I ordered that I got in from Hero Forge, and you got to tell. I got to say, Hero Forge does some great work. This isn't the finished copy of the mini that I created that they're going to print off for us. But I've got a couple others for the campaign as well. If you're interested in creating your own custom miniature, go to heroforge.com and you can kind of design your own mini. And it doesn't take very long for them to print it out. It's a couple weeks. But this is the prototype that they sent me, and then I'll be ordering a few more, hopefully in a couple more weeks. But yeah, so we're going to have minis for some of our characters, which is pretty cool. I did not get paid from Hero Forge to plug them. I'm going to say that right now off the bat. So yeah, just I'm a fan of what they do. Sorry, Josh, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I as soon as you said...
no, you're fine. That was pretty much it. And I'm not getting paid from Fat Dragon Games either. So just putting that out there. There are some speed builds of all 4 of these so far on my channel.
Nice. All right. Well, now that we've gone over that, let's get the recap from last week.
Last month.
Oh, last month. That's right.
Whatever we did.
My schedule is so crazy that it seems like just yesterday we did this.
Whenever we were all here last. Okay, so in February session, we were sent to the Sunless Moors to rescue a missing caravan, but got waylaid by a caravan of fairies that Duncan offered to help.
Hey.
We went to rescue their queen from Shimmergloom, the tiny dragon. It turns out the fairy queen wasn't even with the dragon anymore. So then we went to find her, and Shimmergloom came with us because he was lonely. Once we found the queen, she awarded us all the gold, and Shimmergloom took his cut and left. Oh, but then it turned out that the gold was fairy magic pyrite, so, you know. After that, when we made camp for the night, Oberon woke us up because it was too quiet, and a strange human, noble, appeared by our fire, the Lord of Immerghast. He he tried to tell us there was no caravan that had been lost on the moors. The next morning, we find a ramshackle village of people who tell us to leave and are generally just unhelpful dicks. So we press on and find the castle on a bluff. It's Castle Immerghast. We get invited in by some creeper. Schleich and Dunk sneak off while the rest of us go to dinner with the Lord of Immerghast. Then Schleich and Dunk decide to explore the basement and find a door to a creepy flooded dungeon with horrible noises coming from it. The two of them come back to get the rest of the party, but then it's time for dinner. So then we all got fed oddly specific food, but the Lord never arrived to dinner. So after dinner, the party returned to the flooded dungeon to find some terrifying, weird, sword-wielding, severed head-dragging guy down there, and it tried to attack us. Whatever shall we do?
That's awesome. That is totally going to be my recap for the podcast, by the way.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
epic.
I might have to edit the D word out, but yeah,
Sorry.
that's all right. That's all right.
Eh.
All right. I'm going to hand it off to the man that designed this game for our enjoyment, Mr. Alan Barr from Gallant Knight Games. Take it away, my friend. This is me handing this show over to you.
I promise to return it in mostly the same condition. All right. So, where we last left you all, you were standing outside a locked door in the basement of Castle Immerghast. You had opened the door to find a room full of water, about 8 inches deep, give or take, along with a fellow dragging a severed head, a series of severed heads that were chained to his ankle through the water.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's where we are. What do you intend to do?
That's right. That's right. I got pushed into that door. Then
We closed
I got
it.
yanked out.
Yanked out, close the door. We're standing at the bottom of the stairs. Now we got to figure out what we're going to do next.
Yeah, I think we're just kind of in a waiting position outside the door.
It has occurred to me, I believe that our host might be a vampire. I'm just going to throw that out there now. Possibly.
Our host might be that thing in there. Yeah.
It could be.
I suppose that is all quite possible, but what are we going to do about it?
Well, if you guys want to go in there and sally forth, I'll take front lead.
You want to face this guy?
I'm all for it.
What if he's supposed to be here? We
Well,
are guests in this castle.
Would you like to have a conversation with him? You are bigger than I am.
I suppose I could try.
That would be interesting. I'm going to sit here on the bottom of the stairs. I would like to watch this.
Yeah, I want to see this too.
Okay. I'm gonna open the door just a little crack and see if the weird severed head dragging guy is still in there.
He is standing relatively still, kind of swaying back and forth in the middle of the room. And that familiar shuffle, stomp, scream, shuffle, stomp, scream starts to echo as he starts to kind of shuffle around.
Hello there.
And the individual kind of turns towards you and starts shuffling towards you.
Is he doing anything like raising any kind of weapon or anything, or just shuffling in my general direction?
No, he's got his sword by the hilt and he's dragging it behind him still. But he hasn't like drawn it or raised it.
Okay. What are you doing in this basement?
You know, shuffle, stomp, scream.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
back up and close the door again. I don't believe he speaks.
I thought that was his response for a second.
Well, he didn't run at you, did he?
He gave no indication of malice toward me. I don't believe we need to bother him, but his presence is still disconcerting.
Maybe he's guarding something that we haven't seen in the room yet? Did you see any other doorways, or was it too dark for you to see?
Good question. Did I see any doorways while I was peeking in there?
It's pretty dark in that room.
It was far
Now-
too dark for me to notice.
Okay. Well, last time we put Schleich in there with a lit flame, he came charging at him with a sword. You poked your head in when it was dark, and he moved around slowly.
He did come toward me, but he did not seem to be threatening.
Okay. Huh. Does any one of us have like a sneak ability and can potentially see somewhat in the dark? Like?
I don't have anything.
No? Okay.
No.
I don't believe any of you are stealthy.
Oh.
Perfect.
That sounds about right.
I think all I have going for me is that I'm relatively tiny, but tiny and stealthy are not the same thing.
Right. But you're a salamander, so you're used to being wet, right?
Maybe.
Aren't you a fucking salamander?
I'm a pyrothermic salamander, so I'm more used to being, in a dry heat.
You guys still hear inside the room the shuffle, stomp, scream.
All right. Well, I vote the two smallest people to either pick one of you guys to sneak in and try to find a door or something in there. Don't worry, we'll keep the door shut while you're in there.
Oh,
lovely.
We'll keep an eye on this side of the door. Someone needs to go in there.
I've already been on that side of the door. I'm not going back over on the other side of the door.
I'm going to take the light from you, so you won't have the light here.
Oh, geez, thanks, man.
Well, you can send your friend over there in.
Beg pardon?
You both are lizards, so. What about Dunk? What is he
What
doing?
about Dunk?
Dunk, what are you doing?
The name of my next
Staying
movie.
out of that room. I went in there with Schleich last time. If he's not going in, what makes you think I'm going in?
Well, then there's only one other short person left.
Uh,
Come on, you got to.
All right, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Right.
I can't believe we're actually going to do it. All right, fair enough.
If it makes you feel better, I can continue to talk to the whatever it is.
Yeah,
I
if you
think
could
that would
try
make you feel
talking
better,
to it.
wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah,
All right.
loads
So
better.
we got a plan. We got a distraction, and then you can go in and try to find something in that room, maybe.
I will do my best.
Just feel on the walls. See if you feel something besides wall.
But how deep is the water again?
It's about 8 inches.
8 inches.
So not very deep.
Nah.
Okay, so I can't like alligator my way through this. Just kind of peek.
Unless you get really low.
Yeah. I'll do my best to move in that fashion, just kind of like crawl in the water.
Jeez.
Well,
All right.
you-
I'm
Are
going to
you
require.
ready?
I'm ready once you're ready with the distraction.
Okay, so then I'm going to open the door and I'm just going to start talking to the creature again.
right.
Hello. How
right.
long have you been down here?
And our Salamar is going to army crawl through the water?
Yep.
All right.
Well, when
I
you
need
say
you to
it that
make.
way, it sounds ridiculous.
Okay.
I just wanted you to
Just not-
hear how it sounds to me.
Okay,
Like you're next. So
well, first, Dunk, here, hold my hat.
Gladly.
Thank you. I might give it away.
Well,
All right.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna just along the wall.
sure,
as far
I'm
away
gonna
from the
need
thing
you
as
to make
possible.
a test.
Okay.
2 dice.
oh no. I don't like that look.
Both
All right.
ones.
So You quickly realize the folly of your plan because armor crawling through 8 inches of water basically makes a lot of splashing. Like,
You think?
I was trying to figure out where this plan was stealthy, and I couldn't come up with anything. So, as you frantically frog swim crawl your way through the water, it doesn't seem to pay attention to you.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So I panicked. I splashed. So I'm just gonna put myself flat up against the wall then,
Okay.
and just maybe just keep inching.
Sure. As you press against the wall, you quickly hear a faint clicking sound behind the wall.
That's not good.
And the individual in the middle of the room has continued to shuffle closer to Gray Firkin. At this point, Sithis, they are between you and the door.
Oh no.
You frog splashed your way far enough past them that they now are in between you and the door.
Hooray! All right, just continue feeling along the walls, just trying to make my way through here. Just do I notice anything else?
Yeah, so you get like 2/3 of the way down the wall, and you feel like a door handle in your back.
Oh, okay. I'm going to open that door, peek inside a little bit.
Okay, do you have a light source?
I do not.
Are you a dwarf with dark vision?
Nope.
All right.
I do. I am spell touch though. Could I make just a tiny flame to see with?
Sure.
Okay.
No problem. So you summon a flame and open the door and look in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there's a small flight of stairs, about 6 steps that goes down. So not really a flight, like a small set of steps.
Okay.
About 6 that go down, and the room's sunk. And as you open the door, water cascades down the steps because this room has no water in it. You realize that the door was sealed against the water, and you've now opened it. And there are just treasure chests full of glittering gold and jewels and gems on the floor. This appears to be the treasury of the castle that you have stumbled into.
Oh, a good thing. All right. With the water cascading in, am I able to shut the door again?
Are you inside the door or outside the door?
I'm still outside the door. Is it?
Yeah, you can shut the door. You can shut the door.
Okay. All right. I'm going to shut the door.
Okay. It makes a kind of a splashy clunk because you have to pull against the water.
Okay. 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 Look back to done. Have they noticed?
Has the guy in the middle of the room noticed? No.
Okay. All right.
Or if he has noticed, he doesn't seem to care.
Okay. I'm going to move past the door, keep making my way around the room.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And so you go around the corner. So now you're opposite the door you came in, right? You've gone like this. This was the door here. Now you're back here opposite where you came in, which is over here.
Okay.
There is another door right here.
Oh, dear. Well, it worked out last time. I'm going to peek inside. Little flame.
You open the door, little flame. Water cascades down a small flight of 6 stairs, and there is a room full of treasure chests and glittering jewels and gold.
All right.
I'm sensing.
I shut that door.
Sensing a trap of some sort.
Yeah.
You guys are so suspicious. Maybe I just wanted to give you lots of treasure.
Yeah, no, I totally. Yeah, why wouldn't you?
You must choose wisely.
All right. Move into the next wall. I shut that door. I shut that door, and then I'm going to move on to the next
So
wall.
you go around now. You're on the 3rd wall over here.
Okay.
And again, about middle of the wall, there's a door.
Okay. Checking again. Little flame.
There is no treasure in this room. There's a trapdoor in the middle of the floor.
Huh.
So 6 stairs that go down, square room, trapdoor, water kind of cascades and starts to fill up the room a little bit.
Okay. Is there any way I can sneak back into the room where I started without being disturbing the conversation?
You will have to make a test.
I'm going to hold my position until I can see an opening.
Okay, he is just moving towards the door where you're talking at him, Grey Firkin.
Okay. Then I will try to kind of move away from the door slightly and make a couple of gestures as I'm telling a story about this terrible damp weather that you have in this basement. Don't you know? I know plenty of good trees that have been ruined by an excess of moisture around their roots.
So you're like kind of stepping into the room and kind of moving to the side to give a
right to try to give him some room and hopefully distract the whatever.
Yeah, he kind of
whatever it is.
As you keep talking, he keeps following you. Do you think you have an opening, Sithis?
Okay, I'm gonna take it.
Okay, make a test.
All right. Double fours.
Okay, well, neither of those are successes.
Alrighty, I'm getting rid of those dice.
So, the guy dragging the heads in the middle of the room, we'll call him. Got to come up with a term for this guy.
Bob.
We'll call him a Revenant for now. That's not what he is, but it's a good mid-level term. All right, the Revenant moves blindingly quick and spins around, and that massive rusted pitted greatsword comes up and slashes into Sithis.
Oh no!
Into him.
You're gonna take 2 damage from this attack. As the massive cut, you can actually you see frost forming on the edges of the cut where he cut you.
Frost?
For like actual frost, like where he cut you is frosting over.
Oh dear. Oh dear. That's not good.
Super duper fun times.
Hey guys. Oh dear.
So remember, initiative is just 2 dice. Total them up, unless you have the vigilant trait, which gives you 3 dice.
My God, these things are terrible.
You got a 2. Okay, so this.
I'm chilling.
All right, Doug and Schlick, what did you get?
Oh. I have a 9.
Okay, a 9 for Schlick. All right, Dunk, what did you have?
Do I need to roll 2 6s?
2 dice, add them together.
3.
3. All right. Out of 3. All right, Oberon.
9.
9. Great. Oberon and Schleich are going at the same time.
Sweet.
And last but certainly not least, Grey Firkin.
3.
Dunk and Grey Firkin go at the same time.
Yeah.
All of you except Schleich and Oberon go after the Revenant. So, Schleich and Oberon, you'll be first.
Sweet.
All right. What are we gonna do, boss?
What kind of weapon you carrying?
I got a short sword.
Short sword. Let's well.
You want a colossal? You want a Wolverine cannonball?
That's what I was thinking. Like, toss you in, and then I'll run in right behind you.
You just throw me in. We'll do it like the good old days.
Yeah. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's bail this Salmar loser out.
Let's do it.
You know, I will not argue.
All right. So, are you actually throwing Schleich, Oberon?
I'm gonna throw Schleich at him. Do you want me to do a test?
Yeah. You're a big polar bear. Schleich's a little lizard dude. You can lift him and throw him. Test is more for accuracy. Schleich is not a aerodynamic object.
All right, so I'm gonna test for accuracy.
Just 2 dice.
A 6 and a 4.
Okay, well, all you need is a 5 or a 6 on one of the dice, so you succeed. So you hawk Schleich, get the Revenant. Schleich, what are you doing?
I've got my short sword out, and I'm just going hard. I'm just hopefully gonna stab him right where it counts.
In the face.
That's right.
Put and roll.
I get 3, right? Because I'm proficient in that. I got 1 6.
All right, so you stab him, and you take 1 damage as you tumble past him, face planting into the stone floor.
Uh,
But you do slash his shoulder as you go by for 1 point of damage.
And I'm going to barrel in and use powerful claws.
Okay.
We have success. We actually have
Right.
2 successes.
So you rush in and you slash him with the claws for a point of damage. All right.
Nice.
Well, oh, hey, it's his turn.
Oh no.
All right. Sithis.
uh,
He whirls on you again, brings that massive great sword up, and just brings it crashing down for 2 points of damage again.
oh no.
As he slams into you with the great sword and almost severing your tail.
Oh no. So prepare to do the rest of this series without me.
Oh, no.
Somebody here has healing, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I was like, I'm not crazy. I think Amanda can heal you, maybe.
I think I have a potion somewhere.
I have healing, but I can't bring you back from the dead, so try not to die.
Well,
Right, so he whips around with the great sword and slashes at Oberon. For 2 points of damage.
Okay, that's fair.
Luckily, Schleich, tumbled past his reach, or else Schleich would have taken a hit.
See, I done did good.
However, the heads that are chained to his ankle actually surface and they bob towards Oberon, where they attempt to bite him.
Oh, jeez.
oh, that's not cool.
They all miss actually.
That's a little cool.
All right,
That's
so
creepy.
yeah, so it's almost like they're fish on the end of these chains, just like jaws snapping at you, trying to get at you.
Oh my god.
I know. I feel bad for the illustrator who's gonna have to draw this in the adventure when we're done. I need you to draw a creepy guy with a great sword and 3 heads that animate themselves and attack people like chain piranhas.
Oh, that's so awesome though.
That does sound awesome, I gotta say.
Right.
All right. So Dunk and Great Firkin, you're up on 3.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to try to grab Sithis and get him out of here before he dies.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Does she have to roll to see if she
No,
succeeds?
I mean you have 2 actions, so that's just 1.
Okay, so one action, picking Sithis up. Would the other action include throwing him out of the room?
If you want to, sure.
Wait, won't that hurt?
Yes.
That might
Yeah,
hurt.
No,
But
you
you'll
will-
be
you will
away
probably-
from the sword.
But what was that, Alan?
You can throw him. That's fine. Make a test.
Okay, I'm gonna try to throw him gently. I just want to get you out of harm's way. You'll be fine.
They're picking me up and throwing me out of room so I don't get hurt.
I got 1 success.
Well, you do get him through the door. So, that part was successful. Unfortunately, the idea of gently tossing something that requires serious effort does not. It sort of doesn't work that way. So, Cynthia, you're going to take 1 more point of damage as you crash into the bottom of the stairwell outside that door.
Okay, so now what? Because I'm out of health.
All right, so now you're unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
And
Oh,
on your
good.
turn, going forward, you'll have to make save tests or die.
Great.
So, just so we're clear for the record, functionally, Amanda killed you.
Oh no,
Unless she gets over there and heals you.
he's not dead yet.
Well, it's Dunk's turn.
I didn't kill him.
No, it's just your turn.
Oh.
I mean, if you want your turn to be you go kill him, you can do that.
No.
I regret giving you my hat.
What the heck is going on? What are you throwing people around for, Tree? What's going on?
I was getting him out of harm's way.
Okay. I have to draw my rapier and head into the room.
Okay. So our Kenku is gonna get all wet wading through the water.
Yeah. Well,
And so you can move up to the Revenant if you want to stab him, and then make an attack if you want still.
What do I see in the room? I mean, I know what you've.
Yeah, it's really just there's 8 inches of water on the floor. There's the door you came in. There's the other 3 doors.
Yep.
And the Revenant, and then your party. That's really it. It's a pretty barren room.
The heads were going after
Oberon.
Oberon. Okay. I thought they were going after Sithis.
No need.
I mean, I knew the party would take care of Sithis for me. I didn't have to make that much effort.
Where's Schleich?
Hey,
Schleich is in
He's
the room.
behind the Revenant.
Yeah,
I got past him.
Yeah.
And is the Revenant focused on Schleich?
No, he was actually attacking Sithis and then Oberon. So now he's facing down the polar bear.
All right. Is his sword arm away from me?
Sure.
I'm getting specific. I need to figure this out. All right. I want to thrust towards his midset, like towards his chest. Towards,
Okay.
Like upper torso.
Kind of right in the rib cage.
Yeah. So is that 3d6?
This is your mastered weapon. So you roll 3d6. If any dice shows a 5 or 6, you hit and do 1 damage.
Let's do these. 5, 3, and 1. So
Nice.
I have 9.
No, you got it. You got a 5, so you got a success.
Sweet. No, I don't have to roll for damage, right? It's just
Nope, it's always 1.
okay.
it's always
All right, so
one.
well, for you guys. But to be fair, you guys get 10 actions to his too, so, you know.
But right.
You're just bitter.
Of course I'm bitter.
All
right, so-
tree.
So Dunk leaps forward and thrusts, sending his rapier up underneath the armpit, right between the ribs. And with a flourish, you whip it out.
Very arrow.
Very arrow flint, you know, kind of spin it to get the blood off. Blood makes little droplets in the water, little ripples. And he kind of turns and looks at you, and he's like a little leaking of blood, but it looks like this kind of black, oily blood.
Oh, that's great.
Mm.
Good
All
thing
right.
from that.
Oh, hey, Schleich and Oberon, it's your turn. Oh, wait, sorry, Sithis. I need to make a save test, 2d6.
Hooray.
I would suggest passing this one.
Please don't die.
I will do my best.
I'll feel really bad if you do.
Oh god damn it.
Oh,
So you failed once?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you have to test again next turn with disadvantage.
Oh great.
So it's a multi-stage step, right? So normal, if you fail, you test with disadvantage. If you fail, you're dead.
So not only did I get tossed out of the room, land rough for that last bit of damage, I'm now face down in the water.
Drowning slowly, yes.
Oh, no.
So
Really what happened actually is when Grey Firkin tossed you, you like clipped your head on the doorwell, like the door beam, kind of bonk, and you hit the wall and fell face first into the water, and now you're just drowning.
Drowning and concussed. Great.
It's the best day ever.
Sorry.
Hey, Oberon and Schleich, it's your turn.
all right. Whatever the guy is, the headmaster guy. Is he looking at Oberon?
He's looking at Duncan
Is he
Oberon.
back
Yeah.
in? So can I like sneak around him and then get out the door?
Yeah.
So I can attend to it. I don't have any like first aid or anything, but I'm gonna, as much as I can't stand him, I'm gonna go tend to what's his face there.
Syphilis.
It's not syphilis. What?
Yeah, you can totally do that. That's fine.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do with my turn. I'm gonna
Okay.
get out of there.
So just make a normal test. Then when you get to Sithis to see if you can stabilize him so he doesn't at least die.
Hooray.
I failed.
Okay.
no, jeez.
Ooh.
Unlike some of the games I play, your failure does not kill him. So I'm mostly just really bitter because Monday I think I lost 3 guys in my game to like
No.
failed doctor rolls.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it really makes your reputation as a doctor go down the hill when you kill 3 patients in a row.
Jeez.
All right, so next is the Revenant. Oh no, Oberon. Sorry,
No.
Oberon.
Oberon is going to go berserk.
Uh-oh.
And that passed. Yes.
So you just freak out and claw at him.
Awesome.
All
That's
right.
2 damage instead of 1.
Chunks of Revenant flesh are flying around the room now.
Sweet.
You have another action.
I'll do. Can I do a normal attack on this one?
You can, or you
All
can
right.
berserk again,
Um.
or you can try something else. I mean, options are limitless.
Yeah, I'll go for a normal powerful claws attack, and we hit.
All right, so you freak out, manage to gather your composure, and you just kind of slack him across the face. His head actually does a full 360.
Whoa!
Nice.
And he looks a little dazed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, now it's his turn. So first, 3 attacks from the heads as they nip it over on. You'll get hit twice for a total of 2 damage.
Okay.
So as you're freaking out, these things are biting your ankles and drawing blood.
Okay, I can take it, guys. I can take it.
He picks up his great sword and he swings at Dunk.
Oh, great.
Whiffing wildly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Apparently, your rapier stab to the underarm severed some tendons or something. He can't quite get a good angle. And he seems a little off balance. But he gets his second action, which is the backswing.
Son of a.
Whipping again.
Nice.
So basically, he takes these 2 massive swipes above Dunk's head. You can feel the frozen enchantment of the sword pass over, kind of freezes the tips of your head feathers a little bit, probably.
My cockatoo head feathers.
All right. Dunk, you're
Frosting
up.
tips.
I'm up?
Yep.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so swing, backswing. When he's in his backswing, I would like to go for the midsection again.
You got it. Let's
That's
do it.
one action.
One action, yep.
And
3
2, right?
dice.
2d6? Okay.
Nope, with your rapier is 3, so.
Oh, all right.
And as long as one of the dice is a 5 or 6, you do it.
I got 2 6s and a 3. So
Nice.
Perfect.
good to go.
Yep, so you stab into his stomach and pull out the rapier and get the same kind of oily black trickle.
What does it smell like?
Are you going to get close and smell it?
Well, I'd like to. Oh, that would be one of my actions. Yeah, I'm going to smell my rapier to see what that smells like.
Okay.
Does it smell like oil or blood?
It smells like kind of almost
Chipotle.
like vinegar and blood, like coppery vinegar.
Ugh.
Is it any
Yeah,
smell that
Chipotle.
I would notice? Like
Are you can make a quick knowledge test, roll 2d6, unless you're educated.
Give me a 6. Oh, I got a 6 and a 3.
Nice.
Yeah, so it does smell familiar. In the heat of battle, you can't place it, but after this fight is over, you can ask me and we'll go over it.
Knowledge is power.
All right,
Really,
Gray Firkin.
My thought behind this is if that fluid inside of him is flammable,
Ooh,
then we
then
can light him on
someone,
fire.
then someone wake me up and I'll take care of it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go try to revive Sithis. So
So you take an action to walk over there.
yeah, I'm gonna take out action, walk over there, and then I'm gonna use my next action to lay my branches on him and try to revive him.
All right, that's a normal test, so 2d6.
Ah,
Oh,
Oh no,
no.
That's okay.
that's not a good sound.
So you failed. This is your turn. So this is a test with disadvantage.
Okay, remind me. How,
That means you get 1 dice.
oh, great.
You just need a 5 or 6.
I have hence switched out dice. So
Your face
One.
you got a 1. Okay. So you're not. All right. So Sithis, you die.
no, no.
And we'll get to you when this combat's over. Don't worry. I've got it. I was prepared for this. I actually thought it'd be Schleich, but I'm prepared.
Oh.
All right, so we're at the top of the order. Gray Firkin and Schleich, you're clearly aware Sithis is dead.
Oh no.
This ain't good.
Way to go, Gray Firkin.
Oh. I feel really terrible.
She tried to lay on branches. Turns out I'm allergic.
The branches are actually poison ivy. It just gets worse.
Oh.
All right, Oberon and Schleich, what do you got?
All right, Schleich, you want to go first, or do you want me to go?
Well, I'm outside the room. What are we gonna?
Yeah, that's right.
Are we gonna try to finish this guy off, or are we gonna try to regroup?
I'm in there face to face, so I'm gonna do my thing.
All right.
Well,
What you want me to come in? I mean, you're the boss. You want me to come in and
Yeah,
Avenge me, jerk.
I mean, they're out there trying to revive a dead guy, so let's
yeah, okay.
let's
Okay,
at least try to hold back the threat.
All right, I'll come back into the room, and I'm assuming that he's facing the other way. I'm gonna try to hit him from the back, I guess.
Okay, go for it.
Oh yeah, I passed 5 and a 6.
Okay, so you rush in and you stab him right where the kidney would be on a human.
Nice.
All right, Oberon, what do you got?
My first action is going to be Berserk,
Roar!
and that does not work.
Oh no.
So my second action is just going to be a normal attack
Okay.
with powerful claws, and we have 1 success.
Perfect. So you you swipe at him ferociously, and he manages to either evade or parry, and then you bring 1 claw down, and with a resounding gash, you cut off his right arm.
nice.
All right. It's his turn.
No.
So he's looking. Now the black liquid is rapidly coming out. Well, not quite like that. It's more just streaming down his side.
So it's not
But that right arm was holding his sword.
Yes, there we go. But there's still the little heads.
Yeah, so the 3 heads are going to snap. 2 are going to snap at Schleich and 1 at Oberon. Schleich, you'll take 1. Oberon, you won't get bit.
Nice.
So the 3 little heads kind of separate and start gnawing at your ankles. And then he actually reaches forward with his left arm because, 1 arm now.
Right.
He grabs Oberon by the scruff of the throat, that soft foldy bit around your throat. And with a surprising amount of strength for what looks like an albino dead guy, he hurls you about 25 feet into the wall.
Ouch.
So he just one-handed a polar bear into a wall for a 1 point of damage.
I will
And
take
he,
it and shake it off.
He turns around and takes a swipe at Schleich with his fist. Schleich's too fast, so Schleich manages to duck out of the way as this arm just whips overhead. All right, Dunk and Gray Firkin.
Well, Gray Firkin, I think, is outside the room.
I am.
She is
And
staring at the corpse of the teammate she killed.
I feel really bad about that.
I'm not going to miss a moment to bring that up, just to be clear.
Don't feel bad.
I don't think this Revenant can throw anybody or lift a weapon if I cut his other arm off. So I'm going to go for that arm.
So, out of curiosity, are you using your rapier to cut off his arm?
Oh, shit. How about his hand?
All right, sure.
You just let me try, Alan. It would have made things so much more fun.
You know what, I'm trying to keep a modicum of reasonable behavior here.
Yeah.
Maybe you should use your rapier to pin his hand to his rib cage or something.
That's a good idea, but then I'm weaponless against whatever's in the water. But hey, I'll do that.
All right.
To the side.
Yeah.
Ooh, 5, 5, and a 6.
Nope.
Nice.
Shoot.
So with a deft flourish, you actually stick your rapier through the palm of his hand, pinning it to his hip, basically. So now he can't move his one remaining arm.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay.
What?
Nice.
I think just to make things interesting, because this would probably make a good idea. It would look good in a movie. I would turn to Oberon and Schleich and say, and that's how it's supposed to be done.
Well done, Dunk.
Now I think it's Oberon's turn.
No, it's Great Fergin's turn.
Oh, that's
It
right.
is my turn. I'm gonna use one of my actions to come charging back in the room, and the other one to take a swing at this ghoul thing with
All right.
my giant tree branch mace.
All right.
Because I'm mad now.
Sap all
And-
down your face.
And thankfully my dice actually reflect this, and I did get a success this time.
Excellent. So with your mighty swing of your tree trunk mace, so big overhead chop, you just pummel him into the ground, and there is a surprising amount of sickening crunching and squishing sounds.
Oof.
And you see the
Nice.
three heads on chains start floating away.
Good. Go.
The body kind of twitches under the, well, he's not completely under the water, but in the water where you smashed him, he kind of twitches for a second and then just stops.
Wow.
Well, it's
Okay, I'm gonna lick my wounds here for a minute.
I'm gonna look around because we don't know what was in this room because the only guy that checked this room out is dead now.
Yeah, so we don't even know.
Hey, well, give us a second. All right, so sit this. It's now your turn in the initiative order because you're dead. You don't get any actions. But
What?
we're gonna, right? Crazy. All right, so what's going? So you kind of come to, and you're sitting on a stone floor, and it is very bright.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like the way this is going.
And there is another figure standing there, a tall, maybe 6'4", male human, jet black hair, very pale skin, piercing green eyes, very finely dressed.
Ooh.
And he looks at you and, you must be dead.
Yeah, pretty sure. Who are you?
That is of no consequence.
I got time.
Actually, well, that's very possible, actually. How did you die?
Well, I was fighting this odd creature in basement of a castle I've been invited to. It hit me with its sword, and in an effort to help, I was thrown out of the room by one of my teammates, and who then proceeded to try to heal me, but unfortunately, it was too late. I just kind of bashed my head on a door frame and then sat face down in the pool for a bit.
Unfortunate. Death is a bitter drink to have to swallow unexpectedly.
Yeah, that water wasn't all too clean either.
Yeah, he chuckles at that. I appreciate your humor, even in the face of your extinction.
Well, if you can't laugh at yourself.
Indeed. Well, perhaps we can find a way to aid each other. Yes?
I'm listening.
Excellent. I would be happy to return you to life.
Oh, that'd be very cool. What can I do in exchange?
I don't need much, but perhaps when you come to, I would appreciate it if you would kill the butler of the castle you're in.
Wait, kill the butler?
The seneschal, the doorman, the fellow who let you in.
Oh, not the master of the manor.
Oh, no. Titus is a fine fellow. I would suggest you leave him alone.
Oh, so was it? I have to ask. Was it the doorman that set up the entire building? We did find it. My friends and I found it odd that there was clothes and beds and facilities geared specifically for us, especially in a town not familiar to non-humans.
Castle Immerghast knows what its occupants need.
Oh, cool. Huh. Well, I will. Yeah, I'm not gonna question that much further, as you are giving me a great blessing. I will gladly do this.
Excellent. If you could, killing him in the kitchen would be preferable. But anywhere in the castle is fine, really.
In the kitchen.
He just really hates the kitchen, and I'd love to see him go out in there. It would just really rankle him.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get you. I will do my absolute best to make sure it's in the kitchen.
Yeah. Wonderful. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Sithis. I hope you enjoy your stay in my castle. And there's like this wrenching pain, and you are gasping on the floor with your face down in water. Because apparently nobody turned you over.
Okay.
Because we're all really bad at trying to save somebody's life, apparently.
You guys hear choking and gasping from behind you.
What?
And Sithis, you're back at full health.
Did we win?
What the heck?
What happened?
You dead, man?
Yeah, I was. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure how to explain this. I'm gonna sit down for a minute.
Yes.
By the way, 3 rooms in there. Two have treasure in it. One has a door. Take a pick. I'll get back to you guys later.
Can I loot the body that of the creature that we just demolished? Is there anything is there anything on that guy that was maybe salvageable that might come in handy?
So his great sword.
Ah.
I thought you were gonna try to loot my body. I'm like,
not your body.
Anymore.
The great sword. Other than that, he didn't really have anything of note.
Anybody mind if I take?
You could take the ankle chain with the heads if you wanted to.
Oh,
ooh. No,
that would be pretty cool.
Wait, really? Like you're actually excited by that?
Imagine like whirling them around and like throwing them at people.
Yeah.
They don't look housebroken.
I think that'd be a cool weapon for Operon.
Who wants this greatsword?
Well, I can't carry it because my big burly paws. So,
all right. Well,
it's up for grabs.
I guess I'll take it.
Go for it.
Hey, Schleich, can you pluck my rapier out of there? Thanks.
All right, so you're taking the great sword.
Yeah.
You taking the heads too?
No, I'm not going to take the heads.
Okay.
Well, we can keep them in the.
Cool as that would be, I am not taking the heads.
We could keep them in the brazier.
I have enough junk in my branches.
Okay. Good point.
I don't need to add malicious severed heads to the collection.
Okay.
But while everybody's exploring, I'm actually really interested in Sithis right now, and I'm like looking him all over and just kind of like trying to figure out how he's alive.
Stop poking me.
It just doesn't. You look fine.
He looks like he hasn't seen a bad day in his life.
Even
his clothes are repaired.
Oh, sweet. Oh, I got my hat back.
Oh yeah.
All right. Good.
This,
Yeah, I feel pretty good. Like,
have I
surprisingly
ever
good.
have I ever seen anything like this before? / would I have any idea what on earth happened to him?
Roll 2d6.
Yeah, that's a no.
Well, long story short, I made a deal with possibly the owner of the castle, the actual owner of the castle, and well, we kind of got a job to do. I hope you will all go with me on this because it's a little unsavory.
Who was the owner of the castle?
Yo, what are you talking about?
Is a am I getting this right? It was a tall guy with jet black hair and green eyes.
Did you get a name?
Apparently his name is not important.
Wow, never heard that name before.
I know, right?
I can't see how it wouldn't be important. I mean, the guy brought you back from the dead. You might want to say thanks to him.
Oh, I did. I said
Send him a
thanks,
fruit
and-
basket or something.
Well, I have. He asked me to do a favor. Yeah. So I'll just come out and say it. He wants us to kill the doorman.
Who does? This guy
Wait.
that brought you back to life?
Yeah.
The doorman, the guy that let us in the building?
Yeah. In the kitchen, if possible.
I don't care. Let's do it.
I,
That guy gave me the creeps anyway.
I'm not surprised to hear that from you, Schleich, but everyone else. I mean, anyone else have any scruples about this?
Not I.
I mean, I think we need to talk
What?
about it. This is really odd.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go check out these doors over here while you guys discuss.
This seems
for-
contrary to the natural order of things.
Oberon. Left-hand door, treasure. Center door, treasure. Right door, trap door.
Okay.
Just to
So I'm
save
gonna
you some
light it.
time.
All right. I'm gonna light a torch and go over to the one with the trap door.
Okay, you throw open the door, and there's a trap door in the floor.
Yep, you're right. There's a trap door in the floor over here.
Told you.
I'm gonna go investigate. Can someone hold the door so it doesn't slam shut on me? Schleich.
All right, fine. And I'll go over and hold the door for him.
All right, so you're holding the trap door open so Oberon can go down? Or are you holding the door to the room with the trap door open?
The door to the room with the trap door.
Oh yeah, that door will stay open if you prop it open.
Okay.
There's nothing special about that door. It's just a
All right. So let's prop that open. Schleich, come on down and let's open this trap door here.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. No problem.
Open the trap door.
Okay. There's a ladder going down into darkness.
Into darkness. Any noises coming up from the darkness?
You can only hear the sound of the Star Trek theme song. No, there is no noises. Plot twist, now we're playing Tiny Frontiers. You were in a holodeck the whole time.
Awesome.
What?
That would actually be
We
a good one.
must
I really
kill the guy in the kitchen.
do that now.
That would be fun. Okay. All right, so I'll go down the ladder with the torch and start going down.
Okay. So while they're doing that, the rest of you are still in the water room. What are you doing?
I'm just enjoying life again.
Again.
Well, Dunk, if I recall, I told you after combat you can make a knowledge roll to remember where you smelled that oily blood smell.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I got my rapier back, but I'm sitting in the room wondering where I remember that smell from.
Well, it tastes awful.
All right.
2d6.
So 2 dice, looking for a 5 or a 6.
Ah, 2 2s.
All right. So you do get some of the details. You just don't get all of them.
Okay.
Could I
So-
try? I got my. I have the alchemist.
Oh, you can roll 2. Go ahead. 2d6.
Okay. Because this has worked out great so far for me. Oh, holy! Oh, sure. Now double 6s.
You die. Amanda throws you through a door and you die.
Oh no! He
Guys, I
can't do
know
this.
something. Throw him.
Hey,
He came back
stranger
broken.
being. Can I get one more mulligan?
We're gonna totally make this like a theme every episode, like in South Park where they kill Kenny every episode. We just kill this every episode.
All right. So, Dunk, what you remember is this is a liquid called Therminos.
Ferminos?
Tharmenos.
Fuck, it would have been flammable.
Tharminos.
I'm near Sithis, right?
It's actually not flammable.
Oh, okay. Just the name kind of. So I'm near Sithis.
Correct.
All right. I want to. Sithis.
Yeah.
You're usually great with potions. What do you remember about Therminos? What's it used for?
What is it used for?
So Tharminos is alchemist tool used to animate and transform living tissue into sort of biomechanical horrors.
Oh.
It sort of rewrites the living being into something different.
Oh dear. Well, okay. So, Dunk, you see that? You see the thing on the floor, the big thing that had the sword,
Yeah.
the its arm. It makes those. It turns
I don't
things
know.
into that.
That makes me think that there's a necromancer in this castle.
It could be. Well, we were asked to. I was asked to kill the butler. It's probably the butler.
I can't imagine it is.
Oh, can you turn
Because
the light back
how
on
would
for Daddy?
something dead ask you to? Why would something dead ask you to kill a butler?
I don't think this who I talked to was necessarily dead, but possibly.
So it would be somebody who can talk to the dead, right?
I suppose.
So wouldn't you naturally assume that that guy's the necromancer?
I don't know. Or it could be another. It could be the necromancer's victim. He did say something about enjoy your stay in my castle.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'm thinking.
The whole
guessing the butler possibly killed the master of this castle. That could be him on the floor. For
Does it look like the guy that you saw?
well, not anymore.
It didn't before that. It did not before that either.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look. It doesn't look like him.
But Tharminos physically alters bodies. So
Okay, so it could be. I don't know. These are just things that we need to keep in mind because that guy was full of it. He was full of Therminos.
Hey, Gray Firkin, can you make a save test at disadvantage for me?
So I have the resolute trait. Does that
Disadvantage
affect?
always overrides advantage.
Always overrides it. Okay, just checking. I
Nope,
want
good
to
check.
understand that correctly. All right, so I still managed to succeed. Hooray!
Hey,
You realize that the Therminos leaking from the dead guy is starting to lap up against your branches.
Ah,
uh-oh.
we need to get out of here.
No, you need to get out of here.
No, we all do. It's leaking in the water.
Yeah, good idea. We should probably get out of this water.
All right, we're going to cut to Oberon and Schleich. Schleich is holding open a trapdoor as Oberon climbs down a ladder, descending into darkness.
And I'm gonna stick my head down and I'll be like, Oberon,
Yeah.
no, don't. Where you going, man? Nobody's following you. Nobody's following us.
I know, but they're all being chatty Cathys. I want to know what's down here.
Kathy being a common medieval name for women.
Exactly. So climbing down, am I seeing anything, or is it just like a room full of darkness?
So it's about a 20-foot ladder, but there is a floor at the end of the 20 feet. And you have a torch, so when you get down, you kind of look around. There is a massive room here. This thing is huge. We're talking like 150 yards by 300 yards.
Wow.
What's the water doing? Is it draining?
Well, it's slowly dripping down.
Wet.
Yeah.
It's slowly dripping down. Okay.
It's doing what you would expect from water and running to the lowest elevation.
Oh.
However, there are all kinds of strange giant glass vials and tubes and electronic spirals, like giant copper, brass, circular things.
Laboratory.
Like a crazy mad scientist laboratory from like a 1930s Hammer horror film.
Nice.
Oh man.
Guess
But
what?
more
there.
medievalized.
Oh dear.
Schleich, you got to tell the guys to get down here. There's all kinds of equipment and just things I don't understand. I've never seen anything like this before.
All right, so I'm gonna let go of the trap door. It's gonna slam down.
Thud.
Oh,
Yeah.
you son of a!
You told me to do it, man. So
I didn't say let go.
I'm gonna walk over to the group and be like, "Hey, Oberon says there's some cool stuff down that trap door."
Get out of there.
That's what I tried to tell him, but he didn't listen to me.
The water is contaminated.
I assume the rest of you are cherry picking, carefully picking your steps away from the water.
Yes, trying to back out. Get away.
Yeah.
That-
Ooh, actually, I'm going to open up the first door
Okay.
and let some of the water drain out.
Okay. Sure. You can do that. So the water drains into the first treasure room, and it takes a couple minutes, 10 to 15, but eventually most of the water is gone from the main room. It just puddles in small depressions on the floor. And there is now about 3 feet of water in the treasure room, covering all the treasure.
Okay, let's not go near that treasure. I'm going to, shut that door tight after most of the water's drained out.
All right.
Are we gonna go check on Oberon, or what are we doing?
I suppose now it would be safe to get across this room.
All right.
I don't know.
Guess I'll lead the way.
Water's contaminated.
So
Just-
Oberon, they've shut the door, and it's about 15 minutes before they're going to come get you. So what is going on in these 15
All right.
minutes?
All right. So in the 15 minutes, I'm walking around and taking a close look at all this equipment.
Okay.
Do I find anything that I would recognize or hear any kind of movement or anything of that nature?
What happened? No. So what is your family profession?
Cleaning out dungeons.
Oh, that's right. You're janitors.
Engineering.
Um,
Profit. Dungeoneers.
I could try to get down there. My family sold potions.
yeah. Well, you guys got 15 minutes till the water clears, so he's down
Oh,
there
yeah.
for a little bit on his own.
Okay.
So most of it looks like weird alchemisty, sciencey stuff. Like nothing really related to anything you know inherently well. You're like, oh, that is clearly a giant thing for distilling something, right? Like
Right.
that is a vat, that is a heater. There's a giant copper vat here. Clearly, they're gonna make something, right? Like,
So nothing threatening or crazy, scary.
no. A few skeletons lying on like dissection tables.
Ew.
Like somebody
Okay.
was taking them apart, but that appears to be old, and I mean the flesh is all gone. They're cobwebby now.
Okay, so they're all dusty, like they've been there for
Yeah.
quite a while.
Yeah. The thing you noticed though, and it took you a second to catch this because you just kind of came from a fight and there's been noise and stuff. All the weird machinery here is actually running. Like there are liquids moving between vials and vats, like some giant automated process.
Okay.
That can't be good.
But there's nobody down here, and there's a thick layer of dust on the floor.
Okay, so no one's been down here for a while, but this stuff's just been going on.
Hmm.
All right. I will grab a couple of the bones and just start playing the xylophones on the ribs while I wait for the others to come down.
Fucking nuts.
Oh, the wind and the rain.
People are monsters. Yeah, so they catch up. Yeah, we'll get there where you guys come down the ladder.
Oh, can I heal while I'm waiting on them?
No, you have to sleep for an hour to heal.
With the power of
darn.
music.
You guys stay up there for another 45 minutes. All right, I'll keep playing the xylophone on their ribs.
Okay.
Just kind of beating away.
Yeah.
Do we just stand there and watch as we enter the room? Staring
Yeah.
down?
So as you enter the room, you notice he's banging away, creating some music on the xylophone rib cage.
I'm just gonna like shake my head as we encounter him.
Hello.
Hey,
Nothing going on here.
the hell, man?
This is a strange place.
Yes, it's full of very odd things, but everything's covered in dust. Even though it appears that the it's bubbling and moving, and things are going on, but everything's caked with dust. There's these corpses over here that have no flesh left on them. They're covered in cobwebs, and other than my footprints on the floor is caked in quite a bit of dust here, so it doesn't even look like there's been anyone down here for quite some time. But I don't know what all this stuff is.
Do I recognize this stuff as alchemist tools? Things like that?
Yeah, this is a very advanced alchemy. Like you don't know this level of alchemy. If you had a master's in alchemy, this is a guy who has 6 PhDs in alchemy.
Okay.
This is
I get that it's a lab.
This is Isaac Newton to a high school physics teacher. Not meaning high school physics teachers, but I mean just there's a wide gap that words are hard. A wide gulf of knowledge.
I recognize at least that this is a lab.
This is a lab. There is at least alchemy elements here, but there is stuff you don't know or recognize, and some of it you're sure is not alchemy.
Well, I just wanted to go, ooh. It's like, look at all these toys.
There's a lot of toys.
I don't know what any of this does. This is pretty cool.
All right, so you're all standing there in this room as it kind of hums along.
Is there another way in or out?
Nope, it's a whole room. It's a 100-yard by 300-yard room full of equipment doing stuff.
I'm just gonna stand there acting bored.
Okay.
Like I got better things to do than just stand here looking at this stuff.
Can
Trying to steal things.
So, did any of you go into any of the treasure rooms?
We kind of. Well, I drained the water from the room because it was contaminated into one of the other rooms.
So the answer was we soaked one entire treasure room in contaminated water.
One
okay.
room we shall not be entering.
Okay,
But the
which
other
room is
the other room's
that?
fine.
Why don't we-
just the left one?
Okay. Why don't we check out the other treasure room unless you guys think there's something of importance down here? Or I could take Schleich up.
None of this makes sense to me. I say we press on.
Okay.
Dangerous.
Schleich.
Yeah.
You notice something shiny over there in the corner.
Oh, here we go.
Ah. All right. Am I the only one that notices it?
Yeah, they're all busy gabbing.
All right. So I'm gonna like just kind of like stroll over there.
There is a really nice longsword.
Oh, look at that!
Like really nice. Like there's a ruby in the hilt. Elegant filigree work, ancient runes carved into the scabbard.
Wow, look at this. I'm
This
gonna
might be
pick.
the prettiest sword you've ever seen. This is the Cadillac of Swords.
Wow, this is
Oh,
too
wow.
nice. This is this.
I'm pretty
this-
sure there's air conditioning in that hilt, like satellite radio.
I'm
The
gonna
material-
my eyes are gonna get really big, and I'm gonna
Like a Warner Brothers cartoon.
yeah, exactly. And so I'm gonna reach for it and pick
Okay.
it up, and I'm gonna kind of just like
It's nice. It feels wonderfully balanced. Seems to fit your hand perfectly.
I'm gonna kind of like do some like sword motions.
You're pretty sure that you could use it with the same amount of aptitude as your short sword.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, very nice.
And I'm gonna hilt it and like not I'm gonna swap it out with that great sword that I had and like not tell anybody about it.
Because that always ends well.
Sure. So you do that, no problem.
Yep. Setting this up for something really good, I hope.
Oh, good is a relative term.
No. No,
All right. So, you folks gonna hang out in the room longer? Are you gonna head up and kill the
actually-
popping
butler?
up.
Actually, is there any just chemicals in the room? Just unknown. How is it described? Any
Unguents and ointments and such.
yeah, any unknown liquids I could identify.
Got entire massive vats full of them. Even
Oh, I'd like to identify what's in the vents.
roll some dice.
Alrighty, I do have advantage on this.
Great.
So here we go. 1, 5, 6.
Okay. Well, that appears to be dragon bile,
Oh,
and that one looks like some sort of extract from a plant, but you don't know what plant. But the vat at the end, where they're all kind of the end product, where the massive end product is being made, that appears to be Theraminos.
oh dear.
Oh, awesome.
So this appears to be a giant factory pumping out barrels of Theraminos.
I think we should leave.
What are the odds?
Yeah. I'm going to take samples from each barrel.
Are you taking a sample of Theraminos?
Therminus and the dragon bile.
Okay, done. You can take samples from everything, no problem.
Sweet. The unknown plant extract.
Yeah, great.
Awesome. I have a little chemistry set in my bag.
Woo! That can't go wrong.
Oh, of course. Just don't pick me up and throw me again.
I have
Something else might happen.
no intention of doing any such thing.
All right, so what's next for this group?
I've
we're-
climbed
I'm
the
going to head into
ladder.
the other treasure room.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm going for the other treasure room, the one that's not drowned in water.
All right, so we're gonna go back up the ladder and
Into the room. Okay. It's empty.
What?
What?
Illusion.
Maybe.
Thought you said there were all sorts of jewels and treasures.
yeah, Sithis, I think you just what are you doing, man? You said that this room was full of treasure.
It was when I looked.
Maybe he's working with the butler.
Yeah,
Highly
To
suspicious.
kill him.
I think
Whoa. Why would
Well,
I
he
work with
died
the
once,
butler
they
that I
came
think
back to life.
inadvertently
Some-
killed me?
Something's up with this dude.
yeah, it just
I've got my paws, my one good eye on you.
Okay. Come on.
Oh, Patchy.
There was treasure in here, I swear, and there was treasure in the first room. I'd like to go check on the first
So,
room. We drank
so
all the
you
water
said
into
there's
it.
treasure and water in this one.
There is neither of those things.
Neither of them now.
There's nothing in this one too.
okay. Now
Well-
I can vouch for him this time. He did let the water in there.
Something strange is happening here.
Okay, shall we find the butler?
I'm over.
These
I don't
rooms are a
know.
little creepy, you know.
I'm
It
all
feels
for-
to me like the treasure was down there to lure you down, and now it's
Probably.
not there.
Oh, actually, a thought has occurred to me. What does that chemical do again?
Which one?
The stuff
Theraminous?
that Theraminous?
It corrupts living tissue.
Living tissue. Okay. So we're not about. Okay. So the gold didn't get up and walk away on its own, thankfully.
No.
Which was a threat. Something.
You notice that the body in the middle of the room is missing too.
Oh, great.
I vote we leave.
Yeah, we should probably
Yeah, we
move
should
on.
probably get out of here.
If this castle's shown us anything, it's that some weird stuff going on here.
Yeah.
Seriously.
All right.
So let's head back up. We'll gently close the door behind us.
Click.
Okay, no problem. So you guys head upstairs, back to the main grand foyer with the big sweeping staircase.
Oh, one thing I want to do. Can I grab the hilt of the sword to make sure that it's still there because everything else has disappeared?
Still there.
All right.
It feels comfortable when you grab the hilt, like it was made for your hand.
You keep saying that. I don't know why you're saying that. It's like you're setting it up for something.
It's wrapped. The hilt is wrapped in neoprene and wipes away sweat.
Just a very nice sword. You just constantly struck by how nice it is.
Yeah. You know, after all that battling, I could use something to eat. Let's go see if they got something in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Actually, the worst.
Let's go check the kitchen.
All right, so on your way up, as you guys are headed towards the kitchen, you do run into the butler.
Hey, buddy.
Greetings. You seem to have enjoyed your time wandering around the castle.
We have. It is a very beautiful property.
Certainly interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, I suppose it is. How was your conversation with the guard?
The
guard?
guard?
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen no guard. I don't. What guard?
It went well.
Very well. And I suppose Ersil has asked you to slay me, probably in the kitchen.
What? No.
Who?
Ooh.
Yeah, he has.
Oh.
Excellent. Well, I feel duty bound to inform you that my presence is the only thing keeping him trapped in his little realm.
Who is that?
Ersil Immerghast. He is the founder of this castle. He built it and constructed it. Ruled it for several thousand years.
Several thousand.
And what manner of creature is this?
Once he was human.
So what is he now?
It's open for interpretation, I suppose. Some new creature.
Did he ever express that he could bring people back to life?
Yes, he accomplished that quite frequently, actually.
What usually happens to those people?
Yeah.
Invariably, they go mad and start to deteriorate as the Theraminous overtakes their body.
Oh.
I gesture my one. See, I got my eye on you. I am watching this.
Right. Y'all left me face down in a puddle.
And then you came back.
Okay.
Yeah, you said this guy brought you back, and now you're gonna go mad. Nobody be alone with this guy.
Why don't you like the kitchen?
I have nothing against the kitchen. It's a fine place, I suppose.
Because he was very specific. I'm just saying.
Oh, he wanted you to kill me in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Hey, Schleck, you hungry? Let's go.
I mean,
Well, I suppose it's time for you to decide, Sithis. Are you going to kill me, or are we going to leave me here?
Well, let's discuss in the kitchen, because I mean,
I would rather not.
well, okay, I promise not to do anything until we discuss this. But if I feel like if I have to maintain an obligation, I'm just trying to make this convenient for everybody. And we are hungry.
Very well. I will see to food for you, and then I will meet you in the kitchen.
Okay.
And you guys head off to the kitchen, and when you get there, there's a lot of food already laid out for you.
This is very confusing.
And a few minutes later, the butler walks in. Ah, nice.
So, yeah. So I've had less awkward meals, but I mean it's delicious. Don't get me wrong.
You notice he doesn't eat.
What manner of creature are you?
I am an elemental incarnation of the magic of the castle.
Great.
Oh.
We kill him, the castle caves in on us. Great.
Not at all. This castle is very sturdily built. There are only no structural issues upon my death.
But you're the reason why when we showed up, there's a bunch of rooms and clothes set out that are exactly our sizes.
An extension of that reason, yes.
Huh. The entity that I spoke to mentioned that the magic of the castle was meant to provide for its guests. So
An
is that?
extension of that. The magic of the castle was meant for other things, but I have redirected it into providing for guests.
Other things is a pretty vague term.
Yeah.
So is elemental incarnation of the castle, but I didn't see us quibbling over that.
Well, I mean, suppose.
The castle was built for a specific purpose. I have redirected its magic away from that purpose into this purpose.
And what was the castle built for? What was the purpose?
The castle was built to act as
A conduit?
such. A
What-
channeling beacon, an Athelstone, if you will.
What about all of that stuff in the basement?
Yeah.
The Therminos factory.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All part of Lord Irasil's design, I suppose.
You suppose.
Again, while I am an incarnation of the castle, that also means I have some limitations on what I can know and do.
How long ago did he pass?
Lord Irasil?
Yeah.
He never passed. He's relocated.
Ah,
To another plane, I would assume.
possibly.
Something like
Just-
that. A ghostly
just-
prison, as it were.
We just couldn't help but notice it looked like that the lab hadn't been used or even entered in for a long time.
Very few people come to this castle to begin with. Very few, even fewer, travel down to the Therminos factory.
Aren't we just the lucky ones?
Foolhardy.
Lucky.
Oh,
And what are the villagers? What about them? They seem, I don't know, really odd. Like they wanted us to leave.
It's a side effect of the magic used to cloak the castle. So people coming here is dangerous to the security of the castle. So magic has created the fog over the Sunless Moor. And unfortunately, as a byproduct, those individuals have become somewhat odd.
Okay.
Hmm.
Makes more sense.
Hmm.
And this is all because of the castle.
Again, in a sense.
Why would he ask? And why would he ask me to destroy you if you are the essence of the castle?
Well, as I said, I'm the only thing keeping him trapped in his ghostly prison.
Hmm.
I would assume he wants to be set free.
Why is it a bad thing if he's set free?
Did you
The ma-
not
the-
see the giant vats of the evil goo?
Easy here, toothpick. He just brought my friend back to life, and we don't know him.
Allegedly.
All he's asking in return is to kill you. Well, you're keeping him in prison. So why
That's true.
shouldn't we kill you to say thanks for bringing him back to life?
He was
I
in
was
prison
really
for a
thankful that he
reason.
came.
And what
really
reason
thankful
was
he came
that?
back to life.
He had destroyed other worlds.
Other
Oh.
worlds.
Oh dear.
The Therminos is his reactive agent. He uses it to corrupt and then conquer and then devour other worlds.
Lovely.
We should not be a party to that.
Yeah.
No, freeing him would be somewhat dramatically disastrous.
Just gonna reach out and put my hand on Sith's shoulder. I'm sorry, but no. You're
Yeah.
not worth multiple other worlds.
Oh no, I get you. I'm with you. This all does.
Not
It
even
seems-
small worlds.
Yes, thank you, Schleich. Yeah, I have to say, even though this guy supposedly brought me back to life, even though it could be a chemical-induced hallucination on my dying brain, I'm not comfortable with this anymore.
You seem actually alive. I'm not sure how he managed this.
So, as Grey Falcon is poking you and saying that, Sithis crumples to the heap in the floor
What?
and is quite dead.
Ah!
Oh, what? Oh,
Sithis, you are standing in that white room again with the stone floor,
oh.
staring at who you now know to be Lord Arasil.
Hey, so okay, I have a few more questions.
I brought you back here when you said you weren't going to kill the Seneschal for me.
Well, I see it, and while I do appreciate that you brought me back to life before, I'm having some second thoughts on this.
That's understandable. It's taking a life is a grand task. I remember my first life taking. It was a moment of intense passion and strange guilt.
Was it world-sized?
Oh God, I murdered my father.
That doesn't
What
help.
kind of monster
That's
daddy
all.
I
That's
am?
not.
That
I'm
doesn't
not thirsty.
help, Lord Aerosol. How
I've
do
never destroyed a world. I just openly told you about murdering my father. Don't you believe a man who would do that would also brag about destroying entire worlds?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest.
You seem a little overwhelmed.
I am a bit. I don't suppose I could just hang out here for a little while I think things over.
That would... I mean, you can. I suspect it will be uncomfortable for you.
How so?
While this is going on, can I go berserk on Jeeves?
Yeah, you can.
That's a 5.
Do I?
Okay. With a resounding slash, you open his throat and he just crumples into dust and nothingness.
Great.
What
And
did
Sithis, you feel this tug, like somebody pulling on somebody grabbed the back of your neck and tugged on it for a minute,
Uh-huh.
and you were laying on the floor coughing up Therminos.
Oh, great.
He's coughing up Therminos?
Yeah.
Oh no!
I look up at Grey Furkin and I'm like, you are not allowed to poke me ever again.
I did not do that.
Well,
I had to get you back somehow.
wait, who said that?
Oberon.
Oh.
The guy that went berserk standing around.
Oh, sorry.
Huh.
So wait, did someone just kill Butler Elemental Castle guy thing?
Who
Yeah.
has white fur and 2 big paws? This guy.
Okay, so I went back to see Lord Aerosol again. Hey, I'm lost.
I
But,
think
but thanks for making my decision for me, Oberon, I guess.
You're
I
welcome.
think we all need to leave.
Yeah, we need to get out of here.
Yeah, that'd be best.
This is not a good place.
Actually, I want to double check something. You said I coughed up that stuff. I need to test something because even though I wasn't, really privy to the fight, I'm going to draw my rapier and kind of poke my own arm just to draw a little bit of blood.
There's blood, but it looks a little thin and oily.
Great.
Oh.
Is there
Well,
an active?
now we know.
Is there a fire? Is there a roaring fireplace nearby?
Sure.
I'm
It's
gonna
the
go.
kitchen. I'm sure there's a giant fireplace.
Okay, I'm gonna go stand in it.
You know what would what would look lovely on you, Sithis? A
What?
nice anklet with some skull heads.
The last time we're not taking the skull heads on a chain.
You guys hear
did
footsteps. You guys hear
here.
footsteps approaching the room.
Oh no.
What are you doing in the fire? We need to go.
What? I feel great.
The door opens and a tall individual walks in. Human looking, 6'4", jet black hair, pale alabaster skin, glittering green eyes.
Oh no. Hey, again.
You're welcome.
Greetings!
Greetings.
The
Hey.
valiant, motley ragtag crew that has freed me from my prison. How can I thank you? Aside from bringing your friend back to life, obviously.
Hey, about that. This is this like I show him like the dried blood that looks oily. Is this gonna be an issue later?
Not for me.
Oh, great.
Oh, no.
Probably not for you either. I mean, generally, once the Theraminos overtake somebody, they don't really have any free will anymore. So I suspect you won't care by that point.
What?
So you were doomed from the moment you were resurrected. Now we're all doomed because I killed the other guy.
Well, this stinks.
Indeed. Well, I am willing to, as a thank you, grant you and your friends one last gift.
One last gift? Where are we going?
No, I'm just going to let you leave my castle alive.
That sounds excellent.
That does sound like a good idea.
So,
Yeah, I don't think we're all in any good shape to be doing a fight, so.
I don't think we want to fight the thousands of year old lich
Right.
guy. Let's go.
I'll
Yeah,
say-
I'm with the tree on this one.
I'm with Grey Firkin. Yeah.
I am very grateful. Thank you very much.
Of course.
Hasta luego.
Travel safe.
And I'm gonna bow and kind of.
And as you're leaving, he enjoy the sword. Schlick.
What?
Uh,
What? What?
I actually want to take you up on your offer.
Which offer? Leaving safely?
Well, I'd like to leave safely. I mean, a good host would allow me to leave safely, but
I'm out of practice.
you're out of practice. But you did offer us a gift. You did offer us.
Yes, the gift was leaving safely.
Mm,
You want a different gift?
I do believe you did mention giving us what we wanted, whatever we wished.
All right, Dunk, what do you want?
I want you to bring him back to life without the use of Theraminos.
Ooh. Aw, Donk. Thank you.
Not you.
No.
The doorman.
Oh.
That is a restriction I cannot abide. I would be unable to accomplish the task.
Not much of a god, not much of a world destroyer. You can be such an Indian giver.
Just
You're supposed to be this powerful guy. You killed your mom. You killed your dad.
I didn't kill my mother. She died in childbirth. I guess technically that is my fault. I hadn't thought about it that way. Thank you for bringing that up.
No, I wasn't there for that. I don't know that. I don't know that. So.
I had never considered it that way. You'd think after thousands of years I would have thought of that.
No, that's your dad's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Therminos is my primary agent. I don't have the power to bring him back without it. It's not a matter of godhood, which I never claimed to be.
Well, you've researched this material for a long time. Is there anything that you know of that could possibly fight off the madness and mutation?
You're under the impression that I want you to fight off the madness and mutation, I think.
Oh, no.
That's not a thing I want. I'm not going to answer that question. But also, no, there's not. It is rather hopeless.
Well, great.
I say we book
I
it.
tell you what, Dunk, I cannot bring him to life without Therminos. But I can give you a small piece of him to carry with you. If you are looking for something sentimental.
Just take it. Could be useful later.
Is he going to
Why
cut
not?
off his tail?
He reaches down to the pile of ash and rubble that was the castle elemental and picks out a particularly large chunk and looks at it for a minute and hands it to Dunk.
What's the chunk? Like, what do I see when he's handling it?
It's like a piece of brick from the castle. But it feels oddly warm to the touch.
I'll take that.
I was going to say, it was in a guy.
Indeed. Now, have we concluded our business?
As such, I would. Yeah.
I don't think we should push this any further.
Excellent. I look forward to our paths crossing again in the future.
I don't.
I'd be okay
Again.
if it didn't.
I said I do. I didn't say you had to.
Oh,
Great. I guess I'll see you later, sir.
Every night when you sleep, probably.
Oh, wonderful.
that's not creepy.
I know.
All right, let's move on.
All right.
So you guys leave the castle in post haste?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know
All
the
right.
bear does.
Excellent. Well, that's a good natural stopping point then. We have 15 minutes left. So
All right. Cool. All right. Let's thank you again, Alan, for GMing this session. We'll do another section. I think we're going to try to aim for the second Wednesday of every month. We've only done that once so far, but that's the original intent, is the second Wednesday of every month. So if anybody's watching, feel free to kind of earmark the second Wednesday of every month for our Tiny Dungeon campaign in 2018. Couple things that we'll chat about before we sign off tonight. Let's talk a little bit about, Alan, you've got a project that you're helping out and collaborating with on Kickstarter.
yeah, so Gears of Defiance is on Kickstarter right now. It's a role-playing game about revolution and resisting tyrannical governments. Written and created by Ryan Schoon, but he is publishing it through Gallant Knight Games, so it'll be published by us when it's completed. So it's on Kickstarter right now. It's already funded after 1 day, funded in less than 12 hours.
Wow.
It's his
Nice.
first Kickstarter.
Very cool.
We'd love it if you check it out and gave it a look.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. The art looks amazing, and it looks really good. And Ryan's done he's done a couple other projects, but this is his first solo project, that he's kind of spearheaded. But he's brought you on to kind of collaborate with him and help him. That's awesome. I'm glad to see that. Let's also mention Ed. Ed, you've been working on some art for Tiny Dungeon. for this campaign book that is going to be released at the end of the year. Well, probably not at the end of the year, probably a little bit after the end of the year. Once our campaign's done, you have anything that you can kind of show us for art?
Well, yeah, I sent over a conceptual of Oberon while we were playing. I sent that over to you.
Oh, did you really? In the chat?
It is.
Did you? Let me take a look here.
I missed it. I don't see it.
Neither.
We'll click on. There we go. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
That is
pretty
awesome.
wicked.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh, I think we lost your audio, Ed.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
we can't hear you. One thing that
How about now?
Yep,
There you
it is
go.
now. There you go. So yeah, that looks really awesome, Ed.
I was also at the same time I'm kind of working on Schleich as well as Sithis. Great Firkin's actually going to be really. I've got a concept as to what I'm going to do. I haven't really sketched it out, but it's gonna be great. And then of course I'll save Dunk for last because I'm both lazy and egotistical.
That's perfect.
Nice.
Is this one just a tombstone?
I was actually thinking that during the game. I'm like, great. Now I got to change that sketch to a tombstone.
For anybody that's listening on the podcast, you'll have to check out. I'll post the picture that the illustration that Ed has sent over to us on our Facebook page. So feel free to check the Victory Condition Gaming Facebook page out, and you can also probably check out Ed's page as well. One other thing, there's a couple other things that I want to talk about before we sign off. I will say that we are going to be at least Victory Condition Gaming, and I think Jordan and Oberon, Josh.
Gosh.
I'm sorry,
wow.
it's late.
Wow.
Sorry.
Your character just took over his brain.
I've got so many notes here that I'm just trying to get it all out before we sign off.
How do
Jordan,
you forget the polar bear?
Jordan and Josh, I think are going to be there with me, but we're going to be at Champlain Games Festival in Essex, Vermont, April 14th. That's a games festival. I will have copies of Tiny Dungeon available for sale there, as well as a few other games in the VCG booth. So feel free to, if you are in the Northeast area, feel free to come and see us at Champlain Games Expo. It's a great family-friendly event. It's going to showcase game designers, both video game designers and board game tabletop designers. And there's going to be all sorts of different demos and learn to play. And I think, Jordan, are you doing some Slugfest games there or something?
Yes, I am. I also
Nice.
have I believe I will be bringing along my copy of Discworld Ankh-Morpork to do demos and just learn to plays with. It's one of my favorite games, one of my favorite authors, Terry Pratchett. But yeah.
Nice. And Josh, you're just going to walk around with a big polar bear hat? Is that pretty much what you're going to do?
Can't. Well, now that Ed's finished the sketch, I can finish my costume.
There you go.
Nice.
He told me not to do anything till he got the sketch done. So, so now I will finish the costume. So I can walk around as a polar bear. But I thought I'd also bring. Jordan asked me to bring a couple games, so I'll bring Boss Monster.
Nice.
I'm pretty good at that, and probably bring Marvel Munchkin just as a side game.
Yes.
Very cool. Very cool. Now the week after Champlain Games Festival, the Sunday after that is, or not 2 Sundays after that, the 22nd is Granite State Comic Fest, which both Amanda and Ed are going to be at, and I'll be bringing the family down in support of those guys down there. You guys excited about Granite State Comic Fest? It's an art show. It's going to feature mostly comic artists, and it should be a good time. What's that?
It's going to be artists and vendors. That's it.
Nice, and that's in Nashua, New York, or Nashua, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, yeah.
New Hampshire, yeah. So if you're in that area, come down and see them there. And then April 28th, we got a chock full April. April 28th, VCG will be at Adirondack Tabletop Day in Glens Falls, New York.
Wow.
Which is a great area. We have our booth there, and we'll be part of their Tabletop Day. That's actually their spring show, and they do a big fall show, which is going to be 2 days, which we'll be part of as well. We haven't, I think it's the weekend after Granite Con, so September is going to be a busy month for us in that regard, too, because we'll have 2 big shows both those weekends, one back-to-back. But come see us at Glens Falls. Come see us at Champlain Games Festival. Go see Amanda and Ed at Comic Fest, Granite State Comic Fest, April 22nd. I think that's it. Alan, where can people find you in April?
At my house. I'm not telling you where that is.
Nice.
I'm actually taking a vacation in April because I haven't had one in like a year and a half now. So I am taking some time off and not bringing my laptop or my phone.
Wow.
There you go.
Very
Do
nice.
it.
I wouldn't even know how to survive.
I'm going to bring a lot of comics and books.
Oh, yes.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, folks, if you like this video, please give it a like down below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Check out Alan's page, gallantknightgames.com. I'll put his link. His link is down in the description. Check out ageofnight.com for Amanda's webcomic. Check out Ed Smith, Cartoonist at Large, on Facebook and at Dunkin' Donuts, wherever you're in New Hampshire. Do you go to Dunkin' Donuts a lot, Ed?
No.
No?
No.
I love Dunkin' Donuts, man.
Do you even New England, bro?
Yeah.
I have a Ninja coffee bar in my kitchen, so.
Oh, well, okay. That's
Okay.
fair.
Well, that's fair enough.
Also, I'm just going to go on record as coffee is terrible, so whatever.
What?
Hey, at least we can agree
Whatever.
on whiskey, Alan.
He does
Well, yeah,
stuff from
whiskey's
New
amazing.
England.
Coffee is terrible.
But just coffee in
It
general.
smells awful, and it tastes like burnt food.
Wow.
And?
Coffee is life, man.
But it gives you life.
It does. It makes
Yeah.
things happen.
Every morning.
I
Is
just
that-
sleep a reasonable amount every night.
Wait.
I don't need coffee.
No, yeah, see, that's what it is. Alan's the only person here without children.
Oh, that's true. That's
yeah.
true. He said he gets to sleep. You said
He gets a decent night's sleep
Yeah.
every
yeah.
night.
Did the,
That
did the
explains it.
samurai swords give it away, or
It's the samurai swords that give it away.
Yes, that's the only non-child safe thing in my house.
Yeah, I'm lucky if I get like 5 hours of sleep a night.
Seriously.
Right.
We'll go back down. Josh, check out Halloweenville on YouTube. Josh is putting all sorts of content out on there. And then check out Gamers Against Alzheimer's on Facebook. And we're actually going to be doing an event. We'll plug it a little bit this when it gets a little bit closer. But Jordan, you've got a big event coming up in June, which
Yes,
we're really excited about. That we'll be a part of as well. All right, I think I plugged everybody. I think everybody got their. I think we took long enough. It's almost 10 o'clock. I want to thank everybody again for tuning in. I want to thank everybody for being part of the show, and we'll see you next time.